How's it going, guys? I'm gonna show you how to change a belt on a 400, an Allen 400. Pretty much, if you'll take here's your clutch up here. We just put a new clutch on it. Been working on that. So I figured I'd show you how to do the belt. I've got this pulley down here loose. There's a trick to getting that one off. I'll show you in a second. But on the universal joint here for your drive shaft, the hooks, this actually goes in here. It slides back. Well, you'll see it's pretty much like that. If you'll take and loosen these Allen screws up, there's two of them on each one. There's one here and usually one straight across from it. If you'll loosen those up, you can take a hammer and drive them back. And sometimes it won't have enough clearance. If it don't, you can see we have some straps. Got a skid there having it picked up. But if you leave your handles here unlocked and let your blades drop on that side, it'll actually pull you a little bit of slack right here in between on your universal, and you can actually drive it over, and it'll give you enough room to drop that out. Then once you get that on, or get that off, whenever you go to pull your pulley down here, I pull the pulleys because it's easier to do with a belt to get them off and on. You can adjust, you can do your alignments here, and you can loosen these up, loosen those up, and then loosen the ones up here in the front, and slide your motor back. That'll give you some slack on your belt, but sometimes it don't give you enough. So if it don't, you can always take the pulley off the bottom. I've got a pulley over here. This is not the one that goes on it, but it's to give you an eyeball idea of how it goes. You pretty much got, get these out. This will help you on lining up your belt if you need to do a belt alignments. Like if you got your belts running a little bit of an angle. I'll show you how this here will be pretty much like a belt alignment and a belt insulation. Okay. On the pulley that's down there, I've got him over here working on I broke a bolt off in it. But you got 3 screws in it. You line up these holes here. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, it'll look like this, but it'll have 3 bolts and it won't come off. What this does, if you'll take these 3 bolts right here out, take these 3 out. See, these here don't have threads, but then you got holes here that has threads. If you'll put your bolts back in the ones with threads, should be the one right beside the ones that you're doing. Once you do that, you can, whenever you tighten them down, what that does, see, it pushes that up. You'll have to work them, a little at a time. Just keep working on them until you get them. It actually pushes your collar out. What that does, whenever you tighten it down, that collar squishes up in there, and that's where it squeezes the sides. You got these little gaps, and that squeezes it against your shaft, which is that part right there. And that's what keeps your pulley in line. And if that loosens up, your belt can slide one way to the other. If that's the case, then all you have to do is tighten these screws here, line your belt back up. You got that part, Papa?
Huh?
Okay.
Good?
Good? Good?
One more?
No, you good.
Just of course.
Yeah. So, I hope that helps about getting the belts off and alignment. When you go to put that on, you just pretty much you can work your pulley on with your belt. It takes a minute, just kind of, just fish it over on there. And then just put your collar back in and tighten it down. When you do, whenever you go to put the collar on, a lot of times you'll have to set it maybe like a 1/4 inch ahead, because whenever you tighten this together, sometimes your collar will tighten on the shaft and your pulley will slide over. So when it does, that could throw your belt in a little bit of an angle. So what you may have to do is, you may end up having to loosen them back up and slide it over a little more and tighten them down until you can get your belt in line, which on these you ain't got much room to work with because your belt's so close to your clutch. You can see there. That's like maybe an inch to play with down here. So you ain't got a whole lot of wiggle room. But I have seen a machine, I think it's one we have over here for parts we got off somebody. A good idea, just for the future references, what they did is when they put their belt on, they took an extra belt. And let me grab one real quick now, kind of show you what I'm talking about. Say they took their extra belt and put a zip tie on it. They actually went ahead and put it over this here, and then they kind of had it zip tied up to the side. That way it wouldn't get into the shaft. So that way when your belt breaks, all you have to do is slide that over and put your new belt back on. And I was like, man, that's the best idea ever. But just a future reference, that'd be, something for you to think about if you wanted to do it. You just have to figure out a way to lock it, maybe tie it on this side and tie it over on that side to give you some slack. Just make sure it's not touching your pulleys, but it'll keep you from having to take all this back apart later. All right, I think we're about to put this thing back together since we got our bolt back out. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, you can comment below, and I'll help you any way I can. If you like my videos, you can subscribe down below, and there'll be more to come. Thank you.